Good evening, students. Once again, welcome back to our online classes of English Language Standard 5th. I am your grammar teacher. My name is Jadho ma'am and you are watching me on our digital classes of English language. Now students, today we are going to learn a very interesting topic and it is a very interesting part of grammar and the name of that part is articles. Okay, so when we learn the articles, you will definitely know when and where to use these articles. Okay, so what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Now, as I have told you that today we are going to learn articles. Okay. The name of the topic is articles. Now students, as you know that there are three main articles. Which are they? A and the. These are the three main articles. Okay. So I am writing here A and the. These are the three main articles that we are going to study one by one today. Okay. So, you know that a and an are the indefinite articles. Okay. These articles, okay, a and an are known as indefinite articles. And whereas the is known as definite articles. Okay. So, have you understood? There are three types of articles, a and the, and a and an is known as the indefinite article. Okay. And the is the definite article. Okay. So, up to now, have you understood? Now, let's move forward. Now, students, first thing you have to keep in your mind that a and an are known as indefinite articles. The second thing, a and an means one. What is the meaning of a and an here? It means one. Okay. For example, a and an is used when we are talking about one person, one thing. Okay. Now, for example, a computer. Now, please pay attention over here. I am talking about a computer. Now, computer is a noun here. This computer is a noun here. And we are talking about one computer. So, we have used here a computer. Okay. A computer. Okay. Then, an egg. Now, we are talking about one egg. Okay. So, we have used here an egg. Egg is also noun here. Okay. Egg is also noun here. Okay. And we are talking about one egg. Okay. So, a and an means one. Up to now, have you understood? Now, see the third important thing I just want to tell you. A and an are used to singular countable nouns. Singular means one. Countable means that we can count 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. And nouns means noun of a person, place, animal or thing that we have already studied. Okay. So, these a and an are used to singular countable nouns. So have you understood? Now we are going to see why these a and an are called indefinite articles. Okay? So let's move forward. Now students, see why a and an are called indefinite article. We call a and an as indefinite article because they do not refer to any particular person, place, animal or thing. So these articles are known as indefinite articles. Okay, we are not talking about a particular place, animal or thing. Okay, for example, you can see here, I saw a peacock. I saw a peacock means any peacock. Okay, he has a jeep, and we are talking about he has a jeep means any type of jeep. We have not mentioned here its brand. Okay, a man climbed up the stairs. Which man? We have not mentioned here. Okay, so we are talking about any man, any of the man we are talking about here. So the particular person, the particular animal or particular thing is not mentioned here. Okay, so we are talking about the things in general. Okay, so we are using a when we are talking about the things in general. Okay, so have you understood? When we are using a, we are using a, and meaning of the a means one. Okay, so we are using a when we are talking about the things in general. We are not talking about a particular thing. Okay, so I saw a peacock means any peacock. Okay, he has a jeep means any jeep. It is not mentioned here that the peacock having a blue color, the peacock having a green color. It is not mentioned here. Okay, so any type of peacock, any jeep or any man. We are talking here about any one person, thing or bird. Okay, so have you understood up to now? Students, listen here, look at the board carefully. We are using a when we are talking something in general. Okay, and we are also using a before a consonant when any word that begins with a consonant sound. Now, to understand this, you should know that A, E, I, O, U, these are the vowels. Okay, these are the vowels, and the remaining alphabets are known as the consonants. Okay, so we are using a when the spelling of any word that begins with a consonant. Okay, now see, third, talking about something for a first time. When we are talking something about for the first time, at that time we are using a. Now, for example, this is a brilliant book. Okay, this is a brilliant book means we are talking about a book in general. Okay, so now let's move forward towards an. So now students, as I have told you that in English language there are 5 vowels. Now which are that vowels? I am writing here: A, E, I, O, U. So when the spelling begins with these vowel sounds, okay, we are using and before that words. Now see, one by one we are going to see. Now see, first take this A. When the spelling starts with A, for example apple, A is vowel here, we have to use an before that word. Okay, an apple. Then second, vowel is E. E for elephant. When we are writing the word elephant, this word start with E sound, okay? That is vowel. So we have to write here an elephant. Then I for ice cream. Now see, this ice cream is a word that starts with I. That is a vowel. So here also we have to use an ice cream. Then next is O. O for orange. O, when the spelling begins with O, we have to write down and before that word. And U for umbrella. Here also we have to write down an, okay, before this vowel sound, okay. So when the spelling starts with A, E, I, O, U, that are the vowel sounds, we have to use or we have to write down and before that words, okay. Now there are some exceptions. Now which are that exceptions? Now see this word. What is this word? R. We pronounce this word as R. We are not saying that we are saying this word as R, not our. Okay? If we are pronouncing it our, it is a wrong pronunciation. We have to say this word as R. Okay? So, when we are pronouncing this word, we are saying R. We do not pronounce this H. Okay? Because this H is silent here. Okay? This H is silent here. So, instead of saying our, we are saying R. Okay? And this R start with O sound. Okay? So, we are using here an R. Okay? Same with the word honest. We are not pronouncing here H because H is silent here. So we have to say the spelling starting with O sound. So we have to say here honest. Okay? So when we are writing this word honest, we are using and before these words. Now have you understood, students? In both the spellings, H is silent and so we do not pronounce H. Okay? And the next alphabet is O and we pronounce it as R. So we are using and before this word. Okay? Here also in the word honest, we are not pronouncing H because H is silent here. So we are saying honest and for that we are using and before the word honest. So have you understood? Now let's move forward. Now students, see, the use of a or an depends on the sound with which it begins. Okay? If a word begins with a consonant sound, as I have previously told you, we use a. For example, a woman. Now, spelling of woman starts with W and W is a consonant here. Okay? So, we have to use here a woman. Okay? Now, see the spelling of village. The spelling of village starts with the V sound. Okay? So, and V is a consonant here. So, we have to use here a village. Then, Same with camel. Camel, the spelling of the camel starts with C, that is a consonant. So we have to use here a camel. Okay. Same with wicket. The spelling of wicket starts with W. That is a consonant and we have to use here a wicket. Okay. Then if a word begins with a vowel sound, as I have told you that there are five vowels, A, E, I, O, U. So we use an. For example, engineer. Now in this spelling, the spelling starts with E sound. Okay, engineer. So we have to use here an. Then auditorium. Auditorium starts with A, but when we pronounce it, we are saying auditorium. So we are using here an. Okay. Then igloo. Okay. So we are using here an. Oak. Spelling starts with O sound. Okay. So we are using an igloo. We are saying an igloo. Urn. That is starting with vowel sound. So we are using here an urn. Okay. So have you understood up to now? Now we are going to do one question. Use a or an to fill in the blanks. That is given in your textbook on page number 61. So students, open your page number 61 of your textbook. Okay. Now quickly we are doing this question. We are going to solve this question. So pay attention. Students, see this question. Use a or an to fill in the blanks. Now first sentence is, it's raining but I don't have dash dash umbrella. So to solve this question, students, you have to keep in mind that if the spelling starts with a vowel sound or a consonant sound. Okay. And second thing, it is singular countable noun or not. Okay. So see the first sentence, it's raining but I don't have dash dash umbrella. So what we have to use here? You have to use a or an. Okay. So use it carefully. It's raining but I don't have dash dash umbrella. So which word will come here? Yes, correct. And umbrella. Because this spelling starts with U. Okay. And U is a vowel sound. Okay. Sri Lanka is dash dash island. Okay. This is our sentence. So in this sentence, Sri Lanka is dash dash island. This spelling of island starts with I. That is also vowel. So we have to write down here an island. Now see the third sentence. I like to have dash dash banana. Now the spelling of banana starts with B and B is a consonant. So we have to use here a. Besides that, it is singular countable noun, banana. So we have to use here a. I like to have a banana every morning. Now see sentence number 4. We met dash dash famous poet. Okay. We met dash dash famous poet. So the spelling of famous start with F, that is a consonant. So we have to write down here a famous poet. Then fifth one, the excited boys discovered dash dash egg in the nest. Now here also the spelling of egg starts with E sound. Okay. And that is a vowel. So you have to use here an egg. Okay. So now let's move forward. Now students, see sentence number 6. Dash dash eagle flew past over dash dash ostrich. So the spelling of eagle starts with E. So we have to write down here an eagle. Flew past over dash dash ostrich. Spelling of ostrich starts with O. That is a vowel. So we have to write down here an. Okay. Then next sentence, our teacher gave us dash dash useful hint for dash dash essay. So the spelling that is useful here, it starts with U. So we have to use here an useful hint for dash dash essay. Spelling of essay also starts with E. So we have to write down here an essay. Now I received dash dash letter in dash dash envelope which was torn. Now the spelling of letter starts with L, that is a consonant. So we have to write here I received a letter in dash dash envelope. Spelling of envelope starts with E. So we have to write here an. E is a vowel sound. German is dash dash easy language. I have dash dash German friend. So German is, the spelling of easy starts with E. So we will write here an. German is an easy language. I have dash dash German friend. The spelling of German starts with G. That is a consonant. So we will write here a. I have a German friend. Now sentence number 10. What dash dash untidy room? What dash dash untidy room? Bring me dash dash broom, please. So we will write here the spelling of untidy starts with U. So we have to write here an. What an untidy room. Bring me dash dash broom. So the spelling of broom starts with B. That is a consonant. So bring me a broom. So we have to write down A here. So in this way we have solved question number A. Now question number B that you have to solve. Okay. Now we are going to continue. Let's move forward. Now students, I have written some spellings over here. You can see it. Now see a unicorn, a European, a uniform, a university. Though the words begin with a vowel, the opening sound of each word is Y. That is why we use A before these words and not an. Okay? You will say, ma'am, that this spelling is starting with U. Okay, unicorn. This spelling is starting with E. That is European. Okay? This spelling starts with U. That is uniform. Then university. So, though these words start with a vowel sound, but when we pronounce it, the opening sound of each word is Y. Unicorn, European, uniform, university. So, we are pronouncing it with Y sound. That is why we are using A before this. As I have told you that some words begin with the silent H. They begin with an O sound. Okay. For example, an air, an R, an honest man, an R. So we use and before these words. Okay, that is why we are using and before these words. Okay, so these are the exceptions, because in every word H is silent. We do not pronounce H. In air we do not pronounce H. In R we do not pronounce H. We don't say our, honest. We don't say like that. The correct pronunciation is honest. R. So we use and before these words. So have you understood? Now let's move forward. Now students, the sound X also takes and before it, as the sound is that of E. For example, ex-wife. So we are writing an ex-wife. Before an ex-wife, we are writing an ex-wife. Before writing an ex-prime minister, we are using an ex-prime minister. Okay. Now question number C, match the following. Now student, match the following. Okay. On one side a and an given here, and on the other side the words are given here: European tourist, honest person, uniform, open door, heir to the throne, university, one-eyed monster, hours time. Okay, so you have to write a or an, or you have to match it with a or an. Okay, so a European tourist we will write here or match it with a European tourist. An honest person, a uniform, an open door, then an heir to the throne, a university, a one-eyed monster, and hours time. Okay, so like this you have to match the pairs, or just you can write a or an before that word. Okay, now question number D. Since a and an means one, a and an means one, replace one comma each and every with a or an in these sentences. Okay students, so this question we will do in the next period. Till then you have to write down question number A. Okay, that I have already told you, and question number B is your home assignment. Then you have to write down the answers of question number C as it is solved here, and question number D we will do in the next period. So this makes me to stop my video. Okay, so I would like to stop here, but till then you have to take care of yourself and keep on learning grammar. So bye for now. Bye bye.